What is going on, guys? We are back for the start of a brand new series here on the channel, our Pokemon Generationlocke. This is a series that I've wanted to do for a really long time. We've defeated almost every single chest lock, and so I figured it was time to move on to a new series, a new project. This series, I think, is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag, right? I think the individual game itself is going to be less restrictive than a chest lock, but then I'm adding some legacy stuff to it, making it a little bit harder in some areas in the long scheme of things. And so I think that this is going to be a very, very fun series to play. We're starting off in the Kanto region. As you can see, we're playing Pokemon Leaf Green. I don't need the intro to be playing again. I'm so sorry. But let's get going into this. So basically the rules for this series is the hardcore Nuzlocke. Simple as that, hardcore Nuzlocking every single game. You know, there is no switching in battle, there is no items. We can only be the same level as our gym leader's ace, and I'm also going to limit it to the fact that you can only have the same amount of Pokemon as the gym leader. So if they have 2, we're only allowed to have 2 ourselves. So it's going to make the team building aspect a little bit harder when it comes to in-game fights, where, you know, in our chest lock we were allowed to have all 6 Pokemon as long as we had 6 eligible slots. So it's a little bit easier in that sense, a little bit harder in another to kind of counter it. But if a Pokemon faints in any game, it is banned from the rest of the series. Meaning that if I lose a Pidgey here in the Kanto region, I am not going to be allowed to have a Pidgey in Johto. I am not going to be allowed to have a Pidgey anywhere else. Kalos, wherever. So there's going to be a lot more of a grind if you lose a Pokemon. But if you have smooth sailing, I think it's going to be, you know, a fairly unrestrictive future of the game. As you can see down below, we have the Kanto News Network as well. I wanted to try to have a little bit more of a storyline happening throughout the games. You know, in this first series, we were kind of just starting our legacy and just starting our journey. And so, you know, we're not going to be seeing too much in there, but like maybe in future games, right? We're in the Johto region, and, you know, it comes across, you know, Kanto champion spotted here in the Johto region, you know? So, I wanted to have a little bit of a storyline kind of going, and kind of have a little bit more interaction, as well. So, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about the rule changes that we've decided to make in our series. You know, really the goal of this series is to have the least amount of team changes possible, right? Let's say that we can have our Kanto starter make it all the way through the 6 generations, get to Mega Evolve, and get to, you know, be the champion of 6 regions, you know? Like, that would be so cool, and something that I think is going to be a really fun storyline to work through. So yeah, so, but well, obviously, of course, we are Leaf Green Gaming. You know, Bulbasaur is my favorite starter. I think for this generation lock, we have to honor that and go with that. So, I think that is sort of kind of the line that I would like to kind of be on. And then we can kind of figure out the rest of our team from there. But the whole idea is going to be the least amount of team turnover as possible. I would like to have 6 Pokemon that are legacy Pokemon, right? I want, you know, when I go to a new region and be like, oh my goodness, like, champion spotted in you know, Little Root Town, I want to be like, go to a battle and say, like, the famous Venusaur was here as well, and you know what I mean? So I want the Pokemon to be just as famous in this series. Obviously, to start here, you can see it on the Kanto News Network down below. Professor Oak grandson is right now the star, because Professor Oak is a very popular figure, and so right now, of course, Gary is the one that is the most popular. Now, before we get into this, before we get into this battle, though, we need to set the battle style too fast, get it to set, get the frame on the proper one. The green one is the only one for me, and let's get this Bulbasaur going. So yeah, we want to get the grass type Bulbasaur. We don't need to do nicknames. I think we're fine without nicknames, but yeah, we will gladly accept. And one of the prizes, if you do have a champion Pokemon travel with you to a next region, is we'll be able to choose the nature in that region. And so we'll be able to kind of have a better version of whatever we have kind of going forward. So give a name to the Bulbasaur. I don't think I need to. And let's get going. So Our rival chooses Charmander, and let's get this rival fight underway. Wait, Leaf, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. All right, let's get it. Our first battle here in the Kanto region. Rival Gary would like to battle and sends out Charmander. Now, of course, he does pick these super effective Pokemon for us. Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Leaf, you've probably never had a Pokemon battle. You don't even have to worry about it. I've been a champion since before you was born, bro. Actually, I can't even say that because, like, technically I started with these games, so, like, I can't even tell Professor Oak that. I can't even say I've been a champion since before you were born. I can't even do it. I can't even do it since before you were programmed. I can't even do it. Okay, so we gotta go here. Okay. So, I mean, obviously the first real question is whether or not we're gonna actually get a crit here and actually be able to beat... Are we faster than this Charmander? We are not, and we lose our first rival battle. No! Gary is gonna get front and center stage, but you know what? Of course, that is the path of the hero, right? You are the underdog when you start, and then you will become the hero that everyone knows you to be. But whatever. Whatever. Gets an advantage over us to start. Little cheater. Anyways, smell you later, and let's get going. So... a little bit of a tough start here, but it's okay. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to run up to Viridian City, and we need to go get ourselves Professor Oak's parcel so that we can go get the Pokedex and everything like that. Of course, we always take the free sample from the Viridian marked Flurk, and we head up here. It's gonna be really interesting to see what we get though when we're at 1. There, I would love to get a really good encounter to get going, and then we can kind of figure things out from there. So of course, Pidgey level 3 here. Let's just get this experience because we did miss out on it when we started here. So tackle here. Yep. And we'll be good to go. Get some experience out of this. 24 experience I don't think gets us a level, but it does get us close. We're about 3 fights away from it, actually. Never mind, we're not that close. Okay, so second fight here. Let's try to just get this going. Another Pidgey. Level 4. This one should get us a level. This should be 32 experience. I know my region. 32 experience. Oh my god. Is that going to do way too much damage, though? Wow, it does so much damage. We gotta run. We gotta run. And oh no. Our little Bulbasaur that could, struggling here to start. What nature are you? Gentle? I think that lowers defense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, okay, so we don't have a great Bulbasaur here to start, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Little Nurse Joy, heal me up, girl. Heal me up. You should have knew I was coming. Let's go. Alright, so it might be worth it to go grab the other potion that's kind of kicking around up there. Just before Route 22. I think we need to grab that and actually get going here. So let's grab this and make sure that we can actually do what we gotta do here. Okay, nice potion here. Now we got a couple potions to work with so we can maybe heal up and maybe do something without Nurse Joy being around, but let's go get that parcel and get back to Professor Oak here because we're gonna need the Pokedex and get all the help that we can get if our little Bulbasaur is gonna struggle like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it for him? Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, bro. Alright, let's get down here and let's see if we can get back without actually needing all the support here. So if we would have just been faster than that thing, we would have been fine. We would have been fine, but that Pidgey at level 4, too fast, too furious. He don't know about family yet. He don't know about family yet. He ain't supposed to take out family. All right, let's go. Oh my, we do so little damage. I wonder if Gentle's minus attack, is that a thing? Is that something that I need to now look up because now I'm gonna be like completely paranoid about it? Because we do no types of damage. And I think it's only level 7 that we get a Leech Seed, right? We do get the level up to level 3 anyways. Okay, okay. I'll accept. Okay, so the real question is... One more battle. Okay. One more battle. I will take it. I will take it. It's another level 3. So we should be fine. Alright, nice crit there to start too. Okay. Okay, perfect. Good little bit of experience, and let's get back into Pallet Town. Let's actually go talk to Mom first too. Be like, hey, we went on a little adventure. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to go see Nurse Joy. Take a quick rest. Thank you. All right, let's get going here. Let's get going here. Okay, so level 6. Consider the fact that we didn't beat that first fight, I think we're actually okay. But our Nuzlocke is gonna start here. Oh, Leaf, how about a Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? Yeah, buddy. Give me that Pokedex. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk, there's my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've caught or seen. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Leaf and Gary, take these with you. You can't get detailed data by Pokemon just by sending them. You must catch them to obtain. Alright, sure. I will get the detailed data on the encounters that I'm allowed to get it. Okay, let's go, though. Let's go. I don't need to talk to you anymore. We're good. We're not gonna even see you again until we become champion. You know how crazy that is? We just don't even need to talk to this man. We can just go, yup, we're good. Anyways. Gary thought we was gonna talk to his sister before we left. You thought wrong. You thought wrong. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help. Thank you, Daisy. This is why you're the good neighbor. Alright, let's go. Route 1. We can finally get ourselves a Route 1 encounter. And what are we gonna get? I would love to get a Pidgey here. Pidgey is the one I want. We get Rattata. Okay, so at least the nice part is that we catch Rattata, and then we can at least make the decision that, like, Route 22, there's still a Pidgey available. Route 2, there's still gonna be a Pidgey available. I think this is still a fairly decent encounter and spot to be at. So let's catch this Pokemon, get our first encounter, and we'll be good to go. Not every Pokemon makes the squad, but, you know, Rattata is still good to have to stop other encounters in the future. So I do like that our Rattata can stay in the ball. But let's get going here. Okay, so Route 1, we got our encounter. Now we can get experience, and of course, we're probably gonna find all Pidgeys here the rest of the way. We saw all these Pidgeys walking up, and now we just didn't get one. Alright, so this should not... This probably won't give us a level here, but... Oh, we missed. We missed. Oh my goodness, Bulbasaur, what are you doing to me, my guy? If I miss another one, we actually lose a log right here. We have missed a tackle in the past. Okay. Okay, let's keep going here. The real question is, I probably should heal, yeah. I'd probably be a good trainer. Potion that up. I don't love that. That's not a fun potion to have to use, but I think if we ran into a Pokemon, I'd be a little bit more upset about it than otherwise, so... let's go to Viridian City, get ourselves an encounter on Route 22, and then we can kind of continue on our journey here. So I think we can get a couple of encounters, right? We can get Route 1, we can get Route 22, we can get Route 2, and then we can also get Viridian Forest, I believe. So we should be able to get a decent amount of encounters to start. And we actually are going to get Dupe's Claws right away with Rattata. Now, I actually am tempted to fight this, because the experience here would actually give me Leech Seed, which means that I can actually fight something and kind of stall it out if I need to. And I think that's just big in general. And we've missed another tackle. Okay, so the real problem here is this Bulbasaur has been absolutely struggling to start. This Bulbasaur has been a struggle to start, and there's Leech Seed. I'm going to have to take this and head back. You know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do it. We're going to just potion up again. Using all my potions this early, I really feel like a newbie trainer right now. Holy. Okay. Another encounter here. Another Rattata. I think I need to keep fighting them, honestly. I think I need to get that experience because clearly we need the defense. I also really need to get Vine Whip so that we can potentially have a good answer against Brock. And Vine Whip's also 100% accurate, and so I can stop dealing with tackle issues. Let's get that. And let's get this encounter. Come on. There's Spearows in here. There's Mankey in here. Mankey's actually what we're gonna get. Okay. Now, I think I just tackled this thing. I don't think I want it on a timer. And no crit here, please. Thank you. And I think from here, I'm gonna try to get this Mankey a couple of times. And if I can get it, great. If not, we'll use our 4 Pokeballs. Hopefully we get it just in the first go here. Okay, Mankey is caught. So 2 pretty strong encounters here for 2 pretty strong encounters to start. For Brock anyways, I think that's actually pretty solid. One of the other things I didn't mention off the top though, if a Pokemon enters a gym at all in this series, it will also be banned from being captured in upcoming series. Their legacy will literally be that they helped us in the Kanto region and we have moved on, is going to be what it is. So if I bring Mankey to this gym and then we don't bring Mankey with us to the next region, Mankey's journey also ends just as though it fainted, even though its legacy is a little bit different. So there's a lot of repercussions to a lot of different choices that we're making. And let's buy some Pokeballs here. I would like to buy... We got 1, 2... We got 2 more encounters before we actually... I think if we have 3, we're going to be fine. I don't love that I'm spending... Okay, let's get a couple antidotes. Let's get 3 of you. And let's get 3 of you. And then we'll spend the rest on potions. And get 4 of you. And then we'll be back to kind of a normal spot here. Okay, so that should be enough to get us by anyways. I don't necessarily know that Mankey is going to end up being a staple on our team. I mean, it's a decent enough Pokemon. But what do we think about Mankey as like a long-term solution on this team? Basically, Bulbasaur is super effective against literally half the things that it's super effective against. I mean, dark types, normal types, but like, are normal types really a threat to you? Dark types are still a thing that Bulbasaur should be able to more than handle, right? There's even a dark type in this region. And so Mankey feels a little redundant right now. Decent enough for where we are, but still a little redundant overall. And so maybe it's a Pokemon that I am okay with not having in future regions. Just having it be a Pokemon that can be really solid against Brock as a backup. And then we can kind of still have it in this region to handle different things. So Route 2 here is our newest area. We continue to see Rattatas. Rattatas are all over this region. And all over this area specifically. We have missed another tackle. We are showing how much of an amateur trainer we are right now. But we're going to knock out this Rattata, and then I guess what we're gonna need to do is be a little bit more... Okay. We do acquire a Pidgey this time, perfect. And I'm gonna Leech Seed this right away. We're gonna try to get a little bit of health back. Goes for tackle. Do we heal more than what we do in terms of damage? Not really. So let's tackle here and just make sure that we can do a decent amount. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be painful. A crit does knock us out. Okay, so I need to catch this Pidgey right now. Right now. We're being pretty risky here, but I think that we can catch a Pidgey in the red that's Leech Seeded. Yeah. Okay, so Pidgey is captured. We do have a new team member here. I think flying is actually one that is relevant to us. On top of the fact that we actually resist the electric weakness for Pidgey, we would have an immunity to ground moves, which technically we're neutral because of our poison typing. You know, Pokemon that does hit grass super effectively when we are resisted by it, although we do have poison moves, but we don't actually learn it by level up. So there's definitely benefits to Pidgey. Not in this particular gym moving forward, and definitely won't be on our team for this gym, but a decent Pokemon nevertheless. Okay, so we have one more encounter that we can go get. So let's go up and get our Viridian Forest encounter. Once we do that, we can probably take some reconnaissance on what our team is going to be. We can have a full team traveling around the region, but when it comes to the actual entering the gym, we're going to be limited to 2 Pokemon. So we do need to be kind of conscientious and have our levels up and ready to go by that point. So let's get our encounter here, see what we can get. Pikachu would be a really cool one here. It would give us a second option for Misty right away. That would be really cool. Caterpie is fairly decent early game, and then not the greatest late game. And we actually get Weedle out of it, which Weedle, at least we can't get poisoned here. But I think Beedrill's probably one of the... We missed another one. Alright, I'm gonna tackle this. Probably not this... Okay, we didn't get a crit, so we're good. We definitely have to catch this Weedle, though. There is other spots for Weedle in this region. Not a ton of them, but I think Island 2 has them, and you have to walk through that region, so... we'll definitely... Or Island 2? No, Island 3 has them. Let's make sure that we just can't get another Weedle. It's our first encounter. It's not like we're limited on the amount of them that we can get. So we'll add this Weedle, and maybe we'll find a use for it. Like, you never know. Like, it could be good against Erica, right? Erica could have something up her bag that we might want to be like, yo, Beedrill's our best encounter for it, as like a third Pokemon option, but we'll see. But overall, I think our team, we have a little bit of redundancy on a lot of them, right? Like, Weedle's already poison, Bug is weaker than Grass in terms of, and has the same weaknesses. So Weedle doesn't really feel like an option. Obviously, Rattata is just a basic normal type. Does get Super Fang kind of later game that can be kind of useful, but isn't a super strong Pokemon, so probably not super useful. We already get the normal type out of Pidgey. I think we probably just rock out with a party of 3 to start and see where we're at. So, but what we're gonna do is we are gonna wrap up today's episode right here. So thanks everyone for watching. Click like if you liked the video, subscribe if you really liked it, and we will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, we'll go through Viridian Forest, and hopefully we'll be ready for the gym as well. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one.